Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Alright, I just wanted to record a quick little addendum to my video I uploaded just a few days ago focusing on HEXplore, the Forest of Addendum, because there were a few things that I missed, I forgot to talk about that I think are important to bring up. One aspect that I'm finding that I like more and more about a game is when it's its overall presentation of how the game presents itself to the player. And one of the key ways a game can do that is through its box and insert, and the way that a designer can design the insert to make the setup and takedown and putting away of the game not as frustrating. And in that aspect, HEXplore does a fantastic job, exemplary. Each volume, so this is volume 2, The Forest of Addendum. Each volume they release comes with but features a base game and then one expansion. And they make it so that the expansion fits back in the box. And the box is really nice. I have to give just a lot of credit to the designers for the way that they put everything together, because everything fits in here so nicely and easily. You've got all of your placards here, all of your big cards. Each of your decks of cards comes in their own tuck box, and those fit snugly in this tray. Then you have your dice. You have your boards here that make up the edges of your play area. They fit really nice in this little tray down here. You have room for your pins. You have room for your traits and kind of some of your other special cards there. You have room for your big city mini. You have room for your relics and your races. And then on top of that, underneath here, you have room for all of your tiles, and they all fit in this nice little area that has the hexes cut out, so everything fits in. Super easy to get out, put away. And the fact that everything from the expansion fits in there as well is super cool. I love that. And then one of the other things I forgot to talk about was, even though this game does have kind of a lack of art, these tuck boxes have some really cool art. And also, I completely forgot to mention the bosses that you fight in the game. And each of the bosses has a large card that features all of their special attacks and their stats, and then also a pretty nice piece of art that you're going to get. And so that is one area where the game does have some nice art, and I just thought it was worth mentioning, because that was one of my complaints about the game, is its lack of art. But here is one area where you're going to get some pretty nice drawings, and it's a little frustrating because the art is pretty good and it just kind of makes me want more of it throughout the rest of the cards in the game. But I did want to show those off because there are quite a few bosses once you get that expansion. And then I also, I've been talking about this a little bit, but I really like games that come with like little cards that represent other areas. I don't know why. Actually, I do. It stems all the way back to if I can reach over here and grab it. It really does stem all the way back to my love for Mertwig's Maze, which I will get to a video of this soon, I promise. I know I've been saying that for quite some time. Old TSR game that has like a big map and then a whole bunch of little maps that have kind of like little mini games. And so I've always liked games that come with little cards that represent other areas that you can explore. And HEXplore does have that. And finally, one of the things I did want to talk about was the storybook. So this is a book that started coming with the second edition of the first volume, and now is included in all the volumes, I believe, but it's a storybook. Now this book here contains all kinds of different little lore snippets that correspond to different game locations, battle sites, and waypoints. certain items you can find and use, different circumstances. So those are the different encounters. So different encounters will have some lore. Some of the bosses will have lore. Different things about like the fate cycle advances. Different areas that the cities can, for the cities, and when you're facing the final boss. There's all kinds of different triggers that when you first face one of these, you can find it in here. You can use this index at the end, and then you can go to that page and you can read a little bit of lore about that item, that boss, that circumstance, that encounter. And it's pretty cool because you can it's almost like an atlas of the world and the game. Unfortunately, none of the cards have like a little icon that would tell you that they trigger a story. You just kind of have to look and be aware of certain things. So it is a little cumbersome. I wish that each of the cards or each of the things that had a storybook entry had just a tiny little icon that would allow you to look at and go, oh, there's something in the storybook. Let me pick it up and take a look. But the fact that this does exist and they have included it, and the writing is not bad. I've got to say it's pretty interesting, and I was enjoying using this while I was playing the game. So that's it. Just a really quick video, but I thought those were a few important points I wanted to show in this game to kind of like, balance out that first 7 minutes where I was very negative on the game, but then I turned around and showed my love for it. And there are a few more things that I think are really cool about HEXplore, the Forest of Addendum. So, all right, guys, well, take it easy, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.